Ja, we zijn er bij. We zijn erbij. Oké, we gaan nu weg.
We are going offline right now. See you in a minute. Was het zo heen komen?
Ja, dat is gewoon potato kwam.
Ja, dat is misschien ook maar moeilijk van. Die mensen waar niks van doen. Morgen maar aan.
Oké, we zijn live.
Okay, and we are back again. Hopefully on board with Morgan Moran. It's round 2 with Kuba Brzezinski and Morgan. Both are on, I believe, relatively fresh tires. Morgan Moran is not going to dive in here again. I think he learned from that. He's going to dive in here. Oh my god, he's crazy. He's absolutely crazy, like Daniel Ricciardo was today, trying to overtake in the S's. You know, taking a different line. Brzezinski, well, apparently isn't on fresh tires. He is going into the pit, and Morgan, who pitted in lap 38, is still continuing onwards, but probably has to pit once more. So you can talk again, Jeroen?
I am back, hopefully, yes.
Okay, nice. Well, be quiet. No. I've talked enough right now. You can talk for 20 minutes.
Challenge accepted.
Oh, Patel is overtaking Cuba, who is obviously outside of the pit. Yeah, obviously, but unfortunately for him, he didn't make it. I don't know what tires Patel has because of the auto bit. What tires does he have?
Patel? Well, guess we're all tapped as well, I cannot see it.
Well, I'm not gonna make assumptions there, but if you only
wait,
see
Patel is on prime according to the live timing at the moment.
Okay, he's on the soft compound tires instead of the super soft tires. So I don't know which lap he pitted, but he might finish this race if it was the past 5 laps. I don't think that's the case. So I think he is going to stop once more. Ligazzi is in the pit for his final pit stop of the day, and Brilliard is having his pit light on as well. But what a tremendous action we are seeing here today, Jeroen. We have had the broadcast offline, we had multiple race leaders, we had multiple driver strategies, wheels failing and breaking down from Greco, black screens with people driving in the wall. When will it stop?
It has been a one-off race, I guess you could call. I mean, we even had some major problems with the broadcast. I mean, 10 people still driving here. Yes, we had 18 people, which is not the biggest grid ever, but so many things happened, and you have pointed them all out. As Morgan Moran's also in the pit lane now.
Yeah, so lap 31, lap 38 and lap 48, that's the pit stop rhythm of Morgan Moran in well, basically 18 laps visiting the pit 3 times. It is surprising. Obviously he has every he still has a new fresh set of tires where he can finish the race on. At least that's what I'm hoping. 30 laps should be plenty. Let's see, Cuba Brzezinski still in P7 right now, also on the track again with fresh rubber.
And he's rather close to Patel, who's on the prime tire, of course. So
yeah.
Might see a bit of a battle over here. I haven't seen all that much overtaking, I would say. There are some relatively close battles, and mainly strategic battles as well.
Are you crashing?
You hear crashes.
You do?
No. There is some debris on the... Is it after the bridge, the hairpin? I wasn't exactly sure.
Well, I don't know, maybe it was...
Yeah, that's a front wing end plate.
Ooh. Is it from... Ooh. I don't know, well, doesn't even matter. I mean, we still got 10 drivers competing here in this last 13 laps of this race. 12 now, Francesco Ligazzi has just started lap number 50 out of 61, of course. And leading ever so badly. Eros Masciuli now trying to look for his P2 podium spot. He will not be satisfied with the P3 since he has driven P2 all the entire race. A fantastic teamwork as well from Dion Costantino's team, Eventa Sim Racing. Two mature drivers who are well known for their consistency. And apparently they know how to use their head and brains since they didn't ram each other off.
I take my hat off for both, especially
Yeah.
Gazzi. I mean, this guy, despite all the problems that were around him and in his environment, I mean, that's a very solid and stable race for him, and will be a deserved winner as we see Brzezinski knocking on the door of Patel. Patel has to go defensive. Will Kuba do it around the outside? He tries to do it, and he does so brilliantly. We'll have the inside line for the next corner. What can Patel do? He outbreaks himself, and Kuba gets that position. Nice to see finally some head-to-head battle.
Yeah, definitely, and what an action that was from Kuba Brzezinski. And you could see on the language of the car of Mohamed Patel that he was not amused, to say the least, to get past right there on the outside. He was not amused. He was like, I'm not having any of that, you know. But yeah, it happened. Even Schumacher got overtaken by Montoya on the bus stop there. Except of course Lewis Hamilton, who has never been overtaken around the outside.
No, because he's hashtag blessed. He's so blessed.
But that was 2007 where he said that. So Mohamed Patel now is finding a furious Morgan Moran behind him, who wants to get the pass done. I think that Patel is still having to go to the pits, and if he is going to the pit, at least he should do it within 1 or 2 laps. I don't think Patel is the kind of guy that goes into the pit with 7-8 laps to go, right? So.
Patel pitted on lap 46, so he's actually on
46?
relatively, yeah, he's on relatively new prime tires.
Then I completely missed that. So nevertheless, he is going to finish this race on the 7 tires. Same for Johnny Simon, who's in the pit right now, so obviously he will do a nice job. And Mashuli's still knocking onto the door of Mike Partington. Mike Partington driving a stunner of a race. Just needs to take it home now for a well-deserved podium finish. But Peter Biljak is not done with this, I'm gonna tell you. I mean, he's driving his lungs out, I'm sure. He's in P4, only 3.5 seconds shy of Eric Mashouli.
Yeah. He's also quickest out on track at the moment. He's gaining 7 tenths a lap on Mashouli in front of him at the moment. Gained another 4 tenths in the middle sector alone, did Peter Biljak. So when will he close that gap down? That's the question. And does he have enough time to overtake him? Does he have enough life left in the tires?
It's for us to find out, obviously, and what the action is going to be. I think this will be a nice sprint race to the finish line, actually.
Well, and very close once again to Patel as well. If he can stick this close, he will have the RS obviously down the start-finish track. But we don't see the maturity of the overtaking going on over there. It's mainly down that straight where you have turn 5, that very quick right kink. It's not really a corner, it's more or less a kink. Whereas Morant, however, has the RS wide open. He closes down a little bit on Patel as he turns into the first corner. Let's see whether he is close enough. Is Patel close enough to getting the RS as well on Brzezinski? I doubt he is, which will definitely help Morant overtaking him a little bit easier. I think he's a bit too far back though once again down the straight. I don't think Morant can do it this time round.
Well, let's see if he can.
Ten more laps to go. Francesco Bigazzi still leads then 14.2 seconds from Mike Partington, who said it before. Very stable drive, actually, from everyone inside the top 3, also Mike Partington. Morant again knocking on the door. It seems like Morant has just got more of the grip, but can't do it down those straights. Definitely getting closer and closer, even through that second sector. Then has to bow a little bit for Patel in the third sector because of the final 2 corners. You lose so much time over there because of the dirty air. He is so close to it. Must be frustrating for him as well, because he can't do really much over here unless Patel is going to make some kind of mistake. Remember that Brzezinski is driving in front of that as well. Peter Biljak is really pushing at the moment. 1.1 seconds gained over the course of the last lap on Mashouli.
He's going for it. He wants the podium position, that's for sure.
1.4 seconds is the gap between them right now. Remember, we said it was 3.5 seconds before. So amazing stuff from Peter Biljak.
But you know as no other. I mean, getting closer to a guy and catching up with him is one thing, but overtaking is a completely different story. And how will Peter Breuer handle that pressure? I'm sure he wants to make at least one dive attempt. I mean, he's a very highly competitive driver, just as Morgan Morant, but sometimes it goes wrong. And I'm sure that Kuba Brzezinski can tell anything about that situation there. There was just no room for him to go, and really unfortunate. Now though, Morgan Morant is knocking into the door of Mohamed Patel, who on his term is relatively close to Brzezinski. Let's see what they have up their sleeves in terms of tricks. The race is getting into the end stage of the ending stages here.
Battle for 5th is starting to develop as well. Kuba Brzezinski, Mohamed Patel and Morgan Morant. Patel started to close the gap down to Kuba Brzezinski by quite a bit. Seems like they could be battling a little bit as well. And it's quite interesting because Brzezinski is actually on the super soft tire. Patel is on the prime tire and is able to catch him, of course, which is nice for him. When did Kuba pit? Somewhere about lap 47, 48. So Patel doing a style of jump at the moment. Same for Morgan Morant, obviously, who keeps up with that guy. What can Breuer do? It's another question.
Yeah, that's the question indeed, and I hope for fireworks, obviously, at the end of the end stage of this race. But it's up to the drivers to give us the fireworks. The 10 drivers remaining in this race. It was, I believe, Suzuka 2013 since that last happened. Where Giuseppe Marconi also was back into the points for FTS. FTS is going to make a hell of a scoring point today if Mike Partington is allowed this position, because Eris Mashouli and behind that Peter Breuer are going to knock onto the door. And well, one of them won't be happy. I can guarantee it. Francesco Bigazzi is not one of them.
Either Partington in tears?
I don't know. I don't want to commentator curse.
No commentator curse, no. Let's stop talking about it.
But you know, one of them is not going to get on the podium, that's for sure. Yes. I hope it's Breuer. I mean, he's basically becoming champion already, so he can have P4, it's okay.
Remember that Twister is also very likely to get the Constructors' Championship, just need 1 point, which shouldn't be that much of an issue, talking about the 2
impossible
for you
to
team.
not get a point now.
Exactly.
So
they are champion already, yep.
Or
maybe they should get disqualified or whatever, but I don't see that one happening either. We're having a little bit of a look on the inside of Mashouli, nothing too serious. But he gets closer and closer, that's for sure. Mashouli needs to look in his mirrors, because that car is right up in his, on his gearbox.
But the track is basically for them alone. I mean, 10 drivers onto the track remaining. I remember USA, what was it, 2005, where we in Wheel Formula 1 only had 6 cars on the track, but there's only 4 more here, and that was one of the most boring races I've ever seen in my entire life. Imagine buying a ticket for that. But yeah, nevertheless, Mashouli is still holding off Peter Breuer ever so slightly. He is getting closer and closer, corner by corner, but just the passing part is a little bit too hard at the moment. Only 4.5 laps or 5.5 laps remaining in this well, nightmare race, basically after turn 1. We already had the collisions there, we already had the KM and Carlos Martin being forced to retire, flying onto the air, going into the barriers after turn 1. That was the end of that, but 10 drivers still remain, not the least of names, but attacking order as well. I mean, Johnny Simon almost winning Austria 2015 this year. You know, after that, sorry to say, Johnny, after that cocky move that you made right there, he could have won the race, and now he's driving on P10.
Yeah.
You know, it's a shredded contest. And Johnny was like, he could have won in Austria, but he could also win in Australia. I remember he could also have won in what was the race after Austria? I don't know, Germany or something.
I don't even remember, to be honest.
But he made a mistake in Germany as well, unfortunately. But yeah, definitely a driver that has the skill. It just needs to luck a little bit, I think.
You can be quick with that, you know, hot lapping pace or whatever, but there's so much more to it. Consistency is something you definitely need to have, but it's also the brain, you know, you need to have your head there with you as well. There are two battles folding here for P5 still with Brzezinski, Patel and Morant. The main battle is for the final podium paying spot with Brujak having a look once again the inside of Eros Mashuli, and the time is running out for all these drivers. And what is Patel Brujak going to do? Has he got some kind of plan? What kind of plan has he got in his head? And where is he going to do it, if he is going to do it?
Yeah, indeed, because he only needs one move, one tiny little gap to push himself through. But yeah, behind him Morant, sorry, that's Patel marching up. But yeah, he really cannot afford to make another over enthusiastic move.
Yep, well, he closes up once again on the braking zone. He's gonna have to stay close with him here if he can. He's right up on the gearbox once again, but Mashuli nailing the exit there for the first corner, heading out to turn 4 at the moment. Let's have a look. Brujak, this will be crucial. Hits the apex nicely. Mashuli once again having a good exit. Brujak flips his DRS wide open here. Is he close enough though? Picks up the slipstream, but I doubt he is close enough. He is indeed not once again. He's too far back.
Top speed of Twister isn't working in their favor, I think.
Yeah.
Just the gear ratio there. But yeah, what's also a little bit messed up for Evanta is that Mike Partington was able to sandwich them the cheese between the bread, and basically stole that away from Eros since during pit stop strategies and whatsoever. But yeah, it's also the battling here that's costing, well, at least Brujak and certainly Mashudi as well. I mean, of course they're driving offensive and defensive lines on each set turns, and it's going to cost them time. And that's maybe the reason why Mike Partington can just take this long stint and just get home with it. Because of the pressure that Brujak is taking on to Mashudi.
I start to think, Chris, again about the top 3 predictions we had even before the race. I mean, I'm going to point it out once again. It's just one hectic race and it already started at the first corner. And 10 drivers are remaining here after 57 laps of Singapore.
Yeah, and I don't think that Peter Brujak would have expected to fight with Eros Mashuli, with all the respect to him, after 57 laps. But yeah, that's the way it happened, and it's all to do with the turn 1 move where the admin has to take a decision. I mean, you know, I can understand Brujak diving into Morant, but on the other hand, you know, he did get wide on the curb. But however, will he have a job to do now, or can he do the job now? No, he's not even make contact. Brujak gets pushed on the outside, and that's Eros Mashudi with determination. And here Peter Brujak goes really aggressive. Here he goes really aggressive and any contact again.
Between the two.
That was a little bit cheeky from Brujak, but also for Mashudi. But Mashudi had the corner there, let Brujak lift, and then Brujak dived right in underneath that and pushed Mashudi wide. And Mashudi on his turn had to let Brujak go with a do or die move. But yeah, it is racing, you know, it is competition. And when a little bit of both were, a little bit of cheeky, then I would say fair game. But Eros didn't want to let Brujak through, and Brujak definitely wanted to go through. I think a nice fight, nice fair, hard fighting.
Simmertjes in the meantime caught up with that group on a battle for P5, so we have a 4-way battle here towards the end for 5th place as well. As I said before, before. These guys are running out of time. And the interesting thing is that Patel just cannot really get close enough to Kuba to do anything. But he is close enough, however, to sneak off DRS. And thanks to that, it makes life for him a lot easier in order to defend from Morgan Morant, who is still behind that, of course. And as I said, then Journey Simcic has joined this pack.
Yeah, definitely, and well, it's going to be a flyer to the finish now. I mean, 15 kilometers remaining, 3.5 laps. And what an, well, exciting race it has been. Black screens not only with the drivers but also on the stream. Yet again, our apologies for that. That will not happen again. And if it happens in another few years time at least, keeping that average up or low. Nevertheless, a 4-car train between Brzezinski, Patel, Morgan Morant and Journey Simcic. Might be a little bit of a change in order here. Mashoudi going, Simcic is going really offensive towards the line of Morgan Morant, but he doesn't get intimidated so easy.
Oh, and he goes for the dive here! Oh.
He definitely wants to go for it. And what did you say a minute ago, Journey Simcic, when did he pit it?
Journey, when did Journey pit? Journey pitted in lap 51.
Alright, so he has the freshest tires of the lot here.
Oh, he goes again for the inside down on Morant. Simcic making himself really big in the mirrors of Morant, no doubt about that, being rather aggressive as well. He wants to go for it. Has got a lot of fire in himself, but as I said, not a lot more laps to go. This is in fact the penultimate lap Bugatti is on right now.
And by the way, look at Alex Mashoudi and Peter Briljak. I mean, it was 1.5 laps to go.
Yeah, 2.
And he's now 6 seconds away from Eros. Peter Briljak drove 6 seconds away from Eros Mashoudi in 1.5 laps. Just Briljak, dude. Just.
Here comes Morgan. Morgan rather close on the back of Patel. This is a fantastic battle here for P5. Will be P6 if Morgan can get past Patel, but can he do it? The rest will be wide open for him, but also for Patel. What is Morgan going to do? He's going to have to go around the outside. Brakes rather late. Patel has the inside line though, and Morgan has to settle back there. Then Patel goes defensive for the next corner. Morgan tries to go around the outside, and look at Simcic as well, trying to sneak off a position there.
Yeah, definitely, and Mohamed Patel is definitely up to par with offensive driving, but Morgan Morant is getting a knock on the door. Probably goes to driver and they make contact! Oh my god, Journey Simcic going way too optimistic there. With nothing to lose, he just goes for it. And Morgan Morant didn't make way, and of course he didn't make way. That move was calculated well. Oh. Since I have the bug, well, you could say, if you were Journey Simcic, that he was alongside and Morgan just steered in. I cannot see clearly because I only see the frame with the bug of Morant and then I see the complete car of Journey. But yeah, a little bit of a weird situation there. At least people are trying here. Morgan Morant, not the first time he made contact today. Hopefully the last time, because we only have one more lap to go. Francesco Bugatti is on his final lap of the race. And he's gonna win this race for Eventa Sim Racing. Mike Partington will take a nicely deserved second place. But for now, there's still one lap to go, and Morgan is looking ever so close on Mohamed Patel. Here he goes. He sees the DRS detection zone, and Patel can cover off with DRS as well, I believe. So
he's close to it though. Picks up more slipstream than Patel obviously will on the ski. But is he close enough? Nope. He's not close enough. It's Morgan Morant.
Would be a
he's going to do it here. Patel going defensive. He goes for the cutback over here. Ah, Patel being smart though.
And that's basically done, a done deal for him. Francesco Bugatti now, if we can go on board with him, he is going under the bridge and only a few more corners to go. And his engine blows! No!
I thought he was serious for a second.
I know, that's why I said it. But no, nothing, anything of that. Francesco Bugatti becomes our new winner in Formula Sim Racing WC. And what a race it has been. 1 hour and 46 minutes. he has it took him to get over the finish line. Mike Partington is really happy with P2, and why shouldn't he be? Brilliant drive from him. Peter Brilia comes home only 1.5 seconds shy of that, and after that a little bit of a defeat, and Eros Mashouli, who is, well, maybe a little bit unsatisfied by himself with losing out on the podium, but definitely one of my guys of the day, one of my men of the matches. Kuba Brzezinski comes home in P5. That's a brilliant achievement for him, considering the fact that he has had some issues during the race. And Johnny Simon is making life hard for Thomas Satterley here. Johnny Simon showing how to drift a Formula 1 car. Holy moly. Ooh, almost making contact into the wall. It doesn't matter at all. And here he goes. Will he do something crazy? Oh, he is actually. What the hell? Just trolling him a little bit with his teammate, I hope. Thomas Satterley. Oh,
What the hell?
Johnny Simon actually getting P9.
What the hell?
Because Thomas Satterley, seriously.
Go speed banter. What the hell?
Yeah, and Dion Costantino, who's also in the server, he says he cannot believe it, and what a great job it is for Juventus Sim Racing to come home with a victory here. And also, it must feel a little bit like a victory for Christian Smirnov, the manager for the FTS team. Sure, Mike Partington has different thoughts about that, of being a racing driver. He always wants P1, but yeah, I think he would have signed for it. I mean, Mike has shown a strong performance, and unfortunately we see Briliak on the podium again. I would have been really happy for Mashouli if he got a podium in it, but you know, Peter is just too greedy for the points this season, you know? Tries to collect them all.
He does so brilliantly, has to be said.
Yeah, definitely so. But what a race it has been, and look at the joy of Dion Costantino. He's really having a big grin on his face.
Great to see.
So I'm sure Bugatti is allowed out of the basement where he was locked up by Dion, and he is able to finally go home after 4 months of practice. Finally away race winner, that joke. But yeah, 10 drivers making it through the finish, with the last retirement of the race being Tawad Nel in lap 32. So we basically ran with half of the field, the half of the race, and well, it was certainly my weekend of racing. In 2 weekends we have Suzuka.
Isn't it one, Chris? Maybe you have
one. Yeah, I believe.
Isn't it one? I think it's straight after this one, to be honest.
Yep. No, yeah. You're right. It's in 1 week time, Suzuka, and then we will have a lot of fun there. And fortunately, no time difference here in online racing. Same regular times, obviously. And we hope to see you there without any delays or interruptions or whatever, 10-minute black screens. That's just purely incidental. Your man of the day today, Jeroen? Also Bugatti?
I think Bugatti. You've got to give him props for staying there all those laps, and I haven't seen a big mistake or anything from that caliber from him. So yeah, definitely Bugatti for me. Very solid drive, very stable.
Same for me. And on that bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, but it is time to end the show. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you in 6 days' time when we will have the Ace category taking us on the first few laps of Suzuka. So don't miss it, please. Suzuka, enough said. I mean, best track ever, and we will see you in 6 days' time. Thanks for watching, and have a great evening. Bye bye.